Imagine you knew a language perfectly, but for some reason, every time you went to speak it, the words just wouldn't come out. This can be the reality for people with aphasia. It happens when parts of the brain responsible for language are damaged. But what happens in cases where your brain has multiple languages? Well, the way aphasia looks is highly dependent on the exact region of the brain that's been affected. And it can manifest as not being able to say the words you want to say, but it can also impact your ability to understand language. In patients who speak more than one language, all of the languages can be affected equally, but there are also cases where people find one language easier than the other. Your first language could be your better language, but it doesn't have to be. You might also be stronger in a second language, especially if this is a language you used often. For people who minimally spoke their second language, it might seem like they've lost the language entirely. And other times, patients can have difficulties alternating between languages. What I would really be curious about, though, is if native English speakers have a harder or easier time with their aphasia than, for example, German speakers. Are certain languages structured better or worse to help people who have aphasia? Or are all languages processed similarly enough in our brains that there isn't that much of a difference? I'll be keeping an eye out for studies on this, but if you know anything, let me know. And let me know if you want to hear more.